Hey everybody, welcome back. Guess what day it is today? It's Tuesday. It's gonna be a good day. Check this out. Ready to roll. We are gonna tow this thing over to the cabin today. I did a couple changes on it. Anybody saw the assembly video? Kind of silly, Princess Auto, but these are the tires they give you with it. These are a turf tire. Says right on them, not for highway use, okay? But they sell you a machine that comes with safety chains, and it tells you right in the manual, you know, state regulations, blah, blah, blah. They say it is good to tow, but they say just keep it at a low speed and pay attention, right? Well, luckily, I had some spare trailer wheels from my little, I got a utility trailer there, so I put them on. So I'm good to go with an actual trailer rated tire, and I have put a bit of air in this one. I'm glad I pointed that out before we go. That one's a bit low. Machine is all hooked up. Safety chains I upgraded. The ones they gave me were just cheap little guys that didn't have any kind of hooks or anything on them. I put ones on that have a lockable clasp. I don't want them coming off. So fuel's turned off, everything's off on this thing. So we are going to take it over to the cabin today. I got about a 30-kilometer drive, maybe what, 20 miles? A little bit of it is through town here, but then most of it's a rural road. It's a 50 mile an hour, 80-kilometer road, but I'm going to drive probably about 30. I don't want this thing to be bouncing all over the place on us. So anyways, for now, we're going to get this trip underway, and hope you enjoy it. Talk to you soon. Just checking her out here at our local ferry landing right now. We have to take a cable ferry, but look at that. That's quite a setup, eh? That's pretty cool. Gotta say, the paint matches the truck quite well too. Gotta love it. Yeah, just wait for the ferry to get in here, the cable ferry. Ride on that next. Well, here we are in the cable ferry, doing cable ferry things. Nice day. Cynthia, say hi.
Hi.
Hi. This is our cable ferry that we cross each time we're sitting here still loading cars, so. But it's a little bit of a rougher crossing today. It's a bit windy today, so. But we're underway. Well, as you guys can see, we're kind of cruising along here uneventfully. I gotta say, it's actually towing pretty good for what it is, for something that has zero suspension on it. But I'm glad I put those trailer tires on it, because I think the tires that came on it, the turf tires, they'd probably be worn out a 30-kilometer trip. So we're going along 50 to 60 kilometers an hour, 30 to 35 miles an hour. And the road is pretty decent that we're traveling on here. So beautiful countryside. This is kind of the backwoods of somewhere where I go sometimes, so it's kind of hard to show you guys right now driving a truck, but it's heaven on earth around here. Anyway, I will talk to you guys in a while. Well, we made her, guys. We are in the bush. One piece. Look at that. Didn't hurt it at all. Had a good trip over. Never saw any law enforcement. Never saw anybody. So there it is. And going to do some stuff around here, and then I'm going to bring out the side-by-side in a little bit and hook it on, and then maneuver this thing around a little bit instead of trying to move it around the property of the truck. So it's hard to see it behind the truck. All you see is the outrigger and that sticking up on it. So it's not the easiest thing to back up the way it is. So we're going to unload, get everything into the camp here for now, and I'll be back in a while. Well, I just finished my usual coffee. Anybody that watches the channel knows how many coffee I drink. Before I go out and play with the mini excavator a bit, I have to put my new water pump in. Anybody that watched and seen my other videos there, you might know that my water pump had just failed on me. So this is a brand new one I just got off of Amazon, and that's going to be a really nice diaphragm style pump. The old one is 11 liters a minute. This one is 18.9 liters a minute, so it's going to be quite an upgrade. And it's even got a nice little sediment filter and everything goes on it too. So I'm going to go underneath. I'm not going to show doing this and that, but I'll come back and chat with you guys a little bit once I get this done. Then we're going out to get that excavator fired up and see what we can do with that. Well, there you go, everybody. That turned into a whole lot bigger job than what it normally does. Get the water pump switched around, because the way the plumbing was coming off the one I had taken out versus the one I was putting in, I had to swap some PEX to 1/2-inch barb fittings. Anyway, the time has come. We're going to go out and start playing with this machine. And what I got to do is, first thing we're going to do is fire it up. And I got to get the outriggers on and all that and swap the tires over. So we left it parked out front here for now. And this is going to be quite an experience, I think. It'll be kind of cool. Beautiful day, nice to have you guys along. The video assembling this thing is going crazy right now on YouTube. So here comes Smiley Cindy. Yeah, the assembly video is taken right off right now. So it's kind of showing me what people want to see. So I'm learning, taking heed from this stuff. And learning that people want to watch people dig. So how nice is that to have sitting here? Isn't that cool? Now we got to swap that for that. And I have to do it with the power of the hydraulics to pick the machine up. So I've got to go grab the other tire, and then we're going to get set up here. We're going to get this thing fired up. So, excuse me. We're going to get this thing fired up. So hang in there. It's a go, everybody. This is kind of, I'm not going to lie to you, I'm a little nervous of this. I've never operated anything like this in my life. So the first part of the process, to normally, and people had commented on the other video too, when we set it up, it said in the instructions to put the wheels on. And then when we had the boom on it all stretched out, went to lift it, the thing wanted to bang a wheelie, and I had a couple comments. I do appreciate that from you guys, that it's going to be like that if the outriggers aren't on the front like they're supposed to be. I was aware of that, but the magazine, or the book, terrible that it is, told you that you put the wheels on first. So anyways, what we got to do first here, I'm going to fire it up and bring the boom around, push down. We're going to lift this side up. We're going to slide this wheel out. We're going to put the outrigger on. Then I'm going to swap the tire. We're going to put the wheel on the rear where it goes. Then we're going to set her down. Then we're going to turn around to the other side, and that puts it in digging mode, because when it's in transport mode right now, you pull it and you're pulling it backwards basically. To dig with it, the two outriggers go out here and hold it, and it sits on the arms, and then you work it that way. And what my goal is today, I don't know if I'm even going to go into the soil or not. I'm going to see how it feels to run this thing. I'm going to walk it around the yard here a bit. And that's the way you move these. You pick it up on the bucket, and you can go left and right. Guys can maneuver these pretty good once they get used to it. Again, I never run anything like this in my life. So don't laugh at me too hard, guys. Bear with me. Hopefully it should fire right up. Ran great the other day when we tested it, so joke. Probably half throttle will do it. There's a fair amount of fuel in it, I think. I don't know how much gas I put in, but there's definitely some in here. We can run her for a while on that. So let's give this thing a try and see how it goes. Cindy doesn't know what to think. How nice is that? One pull. Wow, that's a good working engine. Turn the gas back on. I just shut the gas off. That's on, okay. Let her fill up. Meanwhile, she's standing there laughing at me. Turn the gas off. I turned the choke off first, and then the gas. Just like a Honda, it's got the same little controls. There's a pin that goes in the boom to lock it. Well, I just keep quitting. I gotta bring the RPM up. There's a pin in the boom that locks it. I've already got it out, and next I have to raise it, and there's a safety pin so it can't drop. So that's the next one. That's your safety pin, and that way it helps too. There's not a big load on the hydraulics when you're not driving it. I'm just going to put it in there. I'll put it in there as a spare where the leg goes. And next, what you do, we're going to lift the machine up, and then we're going to put the arm on the front here. I'm just keep this in here. Or maybe in there. There you go. That way I can't lose that pin. All right, here we go. I'm gonna bring the boom around and then lift this side, hopefully. Let's give her a try. Oops, don't come up here. There. Well, that was easy enough. Then you take your wheel off. And this isn't light stuff. I'm telling you, it's heavy parts. There's that side. Now I got to drop that down and bring the other side up. All right, let's try this again. Boys, what a way to change a tire. I love it. Quite a rig. Tire. And I guess I did the other side wrong, because I didn't do it wrong, but I'm supposed to put the tire on now while the back is lifted up in the air here. So that's what I'm going to do, but I got to swap the tire over on the wheels, so I'll be back in a minute. Well, here we go. I've got the tires swapped over. So here's the turf tires that they give you with it when you buy it. Thank you. My assistant Cindy. I've seen a few guys gear up another set of wheels to put on the front, so you don't have to, so you can roll it around better. And I might consider doing something like that, because I've got one extra tire, and I just have to buy one more. Go around, do the other side. Nope. Got to go way out. Perfect. It'll take a little while to figure this thing out. You forget how far out the boom will go too. You think you can only work, I think it'll stretch out 8 or 9 feet, right? There we go. That is set up now in working mode. And it's ready to work. This is kind of scary. Well, I guess there's no time like the present. And again, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm a little nervous of this, but we're gonna see how it goes. I'm just gonna try moving it around a bit for now. That's a starting way to start this thing, I think, and get used to just transporting it around under its own power. This is pretty freaky. Yeah, it's quite a reach. I'm going to move the seat ahead. They say the seats are too far back, and I do agree with it, right? So then you sit it down. Yeah, okay. There's definitely a learning curve. Big one. And they say they're slow. Nothing's slow about this thing. It's hard to do this without okay. So to go left or right, you basically go like this, right? So then, actually no. Well, I'll get it. Okay. It's not that bad to turn around. I go backwards every time. I gotta learn not to go the opposite direction, but it's not that bad so far, guys. Whoops. Let's see how far out this will go. Wild, eh? Fully extended on that. And by the way, I've only got the engine idling right now. I'm not revving it up at all. Engine's only idling. Well, it's hard to understand because this says up, but up makes you go down because you're lifting the boom. So these are kind of a little weird on the head till you get used to this, but yeah, it's pretty neat. Wow. Yeah, I don't want to hit you. Swing the boom. Wham, right into Cindy. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? It's pretty smooth to turn. That's not hard. Whoops. Well, I'm slowly walking up to the garden here with it. It's a slow process, but I'm slowly figuring it out. Bear with me, guys. Quite a unit. Oh. not bad. You're pointed way over there. That's a big rock. Well, I gotta say, guys, it's, you know, it's not impossible to operate anyway. That's a nice big rock I dug out of there, eh? That's going for fill in the yard here. Like, this garden is just full of rocks. I've been pulling them out of here for 6 years now, since I started planting stuff here. That's a big guy. That could even go right on the rock thing there. I'm just gonna dig a few holes here and just move a bit of soil around and just play a little bit. Quite a unit. I would recommend one of these to anybody. They come very highly recommended by a lot of people. Like, that's revving. I'm only running this like just not even half throttle, right? Not even half throttle. Because I want to get used to it before I get fast, right? Holy shit, another big rock here. Wow, pulling rocks. Not that bad. It's actually not as hard as I thought it was going to be. I've been pretty scared of driving this. Wow. I'm going to try something else here. Yeah, black flies are out. wow, is all I can say. This thing is going to take some finessing to get used to, but what a machine. And guess what? I'm digging up the black flies, aren't I? Cindy's standing behind the camera there, just waving at me. And it's not high, it's because the black flies are out. Well, there you go, everybody. I'm not going to dig here all afternoon and just dig pointless holes in my garden. I am coming back. It's only Tuesday right now, so this is kind of a little midweek thing. It's only Tuesday. I will be back on the weekend. Cindy's going away doing a family thing. So I will be back on the weekend myself, me and the kitties, and I'm going to move some soil. So that's my goal anyway. Well, there you go, everybody. All I can say against is, wow, quite a machine. I dug up a couple nice sized rocks out of the garden here. I should be going through the whole garden, and when I till it, it jumps over these. I don't get down that deep. But it's nice looking earth, as you can see. It's very nice looking earth. I got to get some peat moss. I might actually even bring some peat moss when I come over this weekend. But again, as I said, Cynthia's not going to be around this weekend. It's just going to be me and the kitties, which is going to be awesome. I don't have to fight with anybody for the bed or anything else, and you know, stand there sticking her tongue out at me. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. There's going to be a whole lot more of these videos, digging holes, moving dirt. I've got a lot of gravel I need to move around here. There's a section up there that I'm going to peel some off the ground. I'm going to take a bit and I'm going to use my side-by-side and stuff. A few other spots in and around the property here where I'm definitely going to, you know, do some digging, move some earth, and that's why we got this thing in the first place, to just make it a little easier. I'm tired of pick and shovel. I've moved a lot of earth with a pick and shovel in the last 6 years here. So it's time to make it a little easier, and as you guys saw, this thing is, what a beast. I wasn't even half throttle running at that time. Got to give it a check over. Did notice the engine worked itself loose just in this first test. All the engine bolts are loose on it. It's rubber mounted, right? So I got to tighten them all down. Might even be something needs some Loctite. Got to grease the pins on it. I'm not going to lie, I haven't even greased these yet. They came with a bit of factory grease when I assembled it, but my grease gun was empty, so I couldn't grease the pins. That'll be done this weekend before I operate it any amount at all. There's 3 main grease points on this thing, which is nice too. It's even greasable. So I hope you guys like these videos. Like and subscribe and share it, and you know, it's going to be awesome to share a lot more of this with you guys, and it's wonderful to have you here. If nothing else, just, you know, live simply and remain grateful, and we'll talk to you very soon and move some dirt. This is my partner in crime right here. How's that for a grin? What a girl.